Welcome to Growing Younger Health and Fitness podcast designed for people over 40. Hello guys, and this is Alex again here from Growing Younger, and welcome to this podcast today. And the topic today is, so what do you do when you have knee pain and it stops you from doing any leg exercises? Where do you start? You can't do squats, you can't do lunges. So what do you do? How do you start strengthening your legs when your knee pain pretty much prohibits you from doing any leg workouts? All right, so I will use my physio background to hopefully help you, give you some pointers in terms of what you can actually do. And as usual, most injuries, you can exercise, you can overcome them. There's always a way to do the exercises pain-free and safely. Okay, so here's a couple of tips from me for today. Okay, so number one. Okay, so if you have knee pain, and obviously as usual, we're talking about people over 40. So in my experience, I would say probably at least 4 out of 5 people who have some types of knee issues after the age of 40, they have at least something to do with wear and tear or arthritis. Okay, so the thing about arthritis is it doesn't mean you can't exercise. It just means that from time to time it may cause pain. So there are strategies that you can use to help you choose the right exercises to help you minimize the pain. Okay, so for example, so if you have difficulties with doing squats or lunges because your knees hurt too much, you could try an easier version of a squat. Okay, so for example, you could try and do a simple sit to stand. Okay, so that means just sitting on the chair and just getting up. Okay, so that's a sit to stand. It works the same muscles as your typical squat, but it's a bit easier on your knees. All right, so if your knee pain is so bad that even doing a simple sit to stand is just too painful for you, the way to make this exercising even easier and still work your quadricep muscle, which is your thigh muscle, is to do what's called straight leg raises. Okay, so for that exercise, basically what you do, you either lie down on the floor on your back or you sit down with your legs straight in front, and you tense up your inner thigh muscle, so you clench it, and then you lift the leg just off the floor. Okay, so if you want to have like a bit of a visual demonstration on how this is done, you can navigate to our Growing Younger Facebook page and scroll through the videos. You can search our videos by straight leg raises and it will probably come up. Okay, so another aspect of having knee pain while you're exercising is that sometimes you might be doing core exercises. So for example, you might be doing what's called a bird dog or a Superman exercise, which doesn't target your legs, but you still have to kneel on the floor. And quite often people are sore because kneeling is quite painful for your knees if you have knee injuries. So how do you overcome it? So my advice would be to put some kind of cushion. Generally speaking, you can still kneel on the floor, but you need a lot of cushioning to make your knee feel more comfortable. Okay, but yeah, just use a pillow, or if you're in the gym, you can generally find some kind of cushion, some kind of mat that you can use to cushion your knees. Okay. Also, when you're getting up from the floor, if you have knee injuries, sometimes it can be quite difficult. So you can use something to hold on to help yourself get up. So like if you got one of those step boxes, just put it next to you so you can actually use this. You can support yourself on the box as you're getting up. Okay. Now, another aspect of recovering from knee injuries is that most people with knee problems, they should be getting on the exercycle. Okay, so bike generally is one of the best exercises and also very gentle on your knees and it helps you strengthen your what's called VMO. Okay, so it's the muscle on the inside of your thigh. It's very important for the correct function of your knee joint. Okay, so generally speaking, the stronger your VMO is, the better your knee functions, and the less pain you usually normally get. Okay, so don't underestimate the importance of including exercising in your normal gym routine. And look, for some people, if your knee pain is quite severe, maybe that's all you can do to start with. Maybe this is the only exercise you could do is cycling. Okay, that's a good starting point. Maybe you can try doing a bit of exercising for, let's say, 3 or 4 weeks. Build up a bit of strength in your thigh muscles, and then you might find that you could actually do a little bit more. So you might try a sit to stand, and then once you get stronger, once you feel comfortable doing sit to stand, and look, that might take another month or two. Okay, then you might be able to actually do like a shallow squat, and in another few months, and you might even progress your way all the way to being able to do some kind of a lunge. Okay, now obviously every knee injury is different. Okay, and I'm not saying that this is going to happen for all of you, but generally speaking, as a physio, I've seen many people come to us with major knee issues, major knee pain, almost to the point where they struggle to get up and down the stairs. And then taking this sort of very gradual approach, you start where you're comfortable right now. So that might just be doing very simple, very easy exercises such as straight leg raises or cycling, and then gradually increasing the intensity. And over a long enough period of time, you can actually get to a point where your legs are quite strong, and you can actually do all the other exercises that you want to do. And also, my last point for today would be that don't overlook stretching. Okay, so stretching, particularly with knee issues, it is very important to stretch your hamstrings, which is the muscle at the back of your thigh, and also your hip flexors, okay, which is the muscle kind of on the front of your hip. So look, it's probably good that you get some kind of personal trainer advice on how to do those stretches. It's very hard for me to verbally explain how to do it without demonstrating. You can also navigate to our Facebook page, and you can scroll through a number of videos, and you should be able to find videos where I demonstrate how to do hamstring and hip flexor stretches. Okay, so yes, stretching is very important. Now, look, with everything that I've said in this podcast today, look, it's always very important to get a proper diagnosis. Okay, so if you've been having knee issues for a long time, and you're still not exactly sure what's going on, if you still haven't seen a health professional, it's very important that you do. Okay, so I'm not trying to diagnose here or give any personalized advice. This is what I'm giving you now is more like a general outline. So if you're not sure what's going on with your knee and why you're sore in your knee joint, definitely go and see a doctor, a physio, or another health professional that's qualified to deal with this. But yeah, hopefully this helps you. I mean, this is the very hot topic, I have to say, because a lot of people over 40 struggle with knee pain, and we've managed to help a lot of people overcome this issue and get them stronger, get them training. So yeah, if you have any questions about your knee issues, reach out. You can either find our Facebook page, or you can email Alex at growingyounger.co.nz. All right, all the best for now. Take care.
Okay, guys, so I hope you found the podcast of value. If you did and you're struggling with your own health and fitness journey, there's a link in the description for a free discovery call with me. And that free discovery call, we're going to cover off a little bit about you, your history, your goals, what you want to achieve, and maybe we can help you or not with your own health and fitness goal. So if that does sound like something that you'd like to do, then click on the link in the description, and I look forward to chatting to you in the very near future. Have a good day, guys. Bye-bye.